Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome to Cat and Beats and welcome to another mixing series. This time is featuring the artist Dexter Williams, and the music style is 1995 to early 2000s house music. So it's pretty cool. Dexter and I have been working together for a while, and he was signed for Polydor Records, if I'm not mistaken, which is part of Universal Music Group, which is pretty cool. Anyway, before we get into this episode, we are first going to have an A and a B. So let's just listen here. So this is A. You know that I don't want you. Here's B. You know that I am better off alone. You know that I don't need you. So just let me be on my own. Yeah, there's a little bit of a difference regarding like the low end being fatter and things like that. And there's a lot of little things done because this time around we also had a reference track, so I could really fixate on that reference. Now, as you can see here, by the way, all the things in green, those are things that I've added in, just so you know. So it's gonna sound really different here. Why we're meant to be, why we're meant to be, why we're meant to versus you and me, and that's why we're meant to be, why we're meant to be, why we're meant to be, why we're meant to be. Yeah. So yeah, I've added that in just to like keep that 1999-ish vibe in there. Remember, smack my bitch up and things like that. So that's a track. You can go over to patreon.com/catandbeats and download it. And there is another special part to that. Not only can you watch this whole series and mix the track the same time as me watching the YouTube series, you can also do a remix competition, which will come with several prizes. So make sure to go there. There's even a creative brief so you don't start making like hardcore metal out of this, but you can really get a good chance of winning the remix competition. And one of the things that you can win is me mixing your remix on YouTube again. Now, check this out as well. Please go check out the description below to see the link for Dexter Williams. And please click on pre-save, pre-add, pre-everything, because the bigger this gets, the bigger your remix will also be. So if you could just click that pre-save button there, that would be very, very useful. It's going to be dropping on the 7th of July. Anyway, good luck with that and enjoy the episode. Let's check what's on the master. A bunch of stuff that we don't need. Let's check just the little things right now. There's some gain going on that I can't see. There we go. You press A, by the way, then you can go in between those two things. Let's already mark where the ending is, so I don't have to do that later. Cool, and then the beginning is there. So a couple of little weird things. The vocals they have a phase on it, but they're still mono, so that's strange. The low end isn't really there. Yeah, and that's basically it. And we don't really have much to play with, so let's hope for for good things. I'm already going to kind of group everything together the way it needs to be, at least the way I work. So I always have my drum. Wait. I always have my groups set the same way. Okay, this is weird. So this has harmonics, but then it has reverb and chorus dimension, and this is on the M1 piano and not. Ugh, for fuck's sake. Don't you love it? You get phone calls all the time. Ugh. So this is there. This is there. All right, good, nice. Wow. Okay. So I'm just gonna take all this stuff and quickly put it onto the. Also putting reverb and then a chorus dimension. Not really the smartest thing to do, but we'll figure it out. This is going to go there because harmonics will get all the harmonics, and I'm talking about like harmony. Okay, cool. And then we have vocals that are just going to be vocals. Just double checking already. I kind of want to fly through this track. I don't want a drum rack. Okay. I kind of just want to fly through it, and I don't want to get stuck too much. So let's see what this sounds like, because I know that I don't have a plugin called Flash, Neoverb, Neutron, Spectre. Sublab, Symphony, and just a bunch of crap. So I know I don't have those things, so I kind of want to make sure everything plays back regardless. Now let's just play this back. Wow, can it be more quiet? -20. Let me just set some volumes as well. Let's just start with the drums. I have this thing, and people that are on Patreon know this already. They ask, do you have any rules? I don't really have rules. I just have ways that I work. And that is that I always make my kick drum around the same volume. So around -7-ish. Let's see what this is at. So if we just do 1 more dB down, and I'm going to set my volume of playback back to what it's normally at. Because everything's going to be centered around the kick. The kick's going to be the loudest thing in the track, right? It's dance music, that's just the way it is. If you mix predominantly with kick being the loudest part of the track type of music, which, 99% of what you do online with this kind of stuff is, and you set your volume playback exactly the same on your playback system, like your speakers, and you set your volume here in the DAW exactly the same, then, and you set your Spotify the same, yada yada, then the amount of variables and, plugins that you use over and over again, they will all become second nature because the amount of volume that goes into those plugins is always going to be roughly the same. Instead of sometimes having a kick that's, clipping 6 dB and going, "Well, it's the best kick ever, dude." And then you put it into like something and you're like, "Ah, best kick ever." And then you try the same trick again, but your kick's playing back at -20 dB, for instance, and you put the same plugin on. You're like, "Oh shit, it doesn't work anymore, bruh." So that's why if you just keep it the same, then you'll always be. "Eh." Let's go check this out. I'm gonna just do the kick. Kick sounds good. How do I know the kick sounds good? It's just a lot of experience. But so this, what is this? Everything's very quiet. Why is everything so quiet? Okay, I don't understand. Okay, so we have reverb going into EQ, going into fuck off, into utility, into decimort, into decapitator, into kickstart, into another EQ. Let's fix that. I'm gonna just duplicate this and split this out so that we have the up hat, or actually we have the clap here. We have the up hat over here. I call it an up hat, whatever. So the clap is this one. Sounds pretty good. Let me just turn off all this stuff. Lee. And it's still really quiet. I'm really amazed by this. Oh, -17. Yeah, there's some weird side stuff going on. But it sounds like a hefty clap. I think that would fit this track. So I'll just keep that the same. Hold on. And let me just delete the delete the reverb and the EQ. And actually this entire rack. Whatever. All right. Then we have the up hat over here. Great. It's gonna delete this as well, whatever. I don't think we need that much reverb. Again, super quiet. Staying quiet, even if I turn the volume up. Very weird. Oh, it's -28, God. This is definitely one of those tracks that's been made with some type of machine, It's like vibe first type of thing. Okay, let's just quickly EQ the thing here, and also let's just check out what tops is. Fucking quiet again. It almost sounds like it's dragging. It is dragging. Is it always dragging everywhere? Yep. Okay, so it's audio janitor work, you know, it's just get your ears attuned to this kind of stuff and then not so bad. He says while he cries himself to bed each night. No, but it's not that bad. Okay, so this is like together. I think I might just split that up as well, so I have a bit more control. What we can do now is then have a 16th here, and then here have another layer clap if in case we need it. So let's just do that really fast as well. So we'll do the clap here. Oh, for fuck's sake. There you go. Go away. Delete that as well. Oi. That looks good. Perfect. Ugh. Old man grunt. Ugh. Hold on, I'm missing a clap now. Perfect. And then here we'll just do the 16th. Check if that's clean. Perfect. Let's Command J this. The song doesn't groove, so I'm gonna give it a little bit of groove. It's like very tech housey, so I'm gonna move a little bit. Like that, it's gonna work better. Let's do this. Sorry that I'm like going through this fast, but you know, you have a lot of YouTube channels for people that are trying to begin with mixing, and I'm just I'm just going a bit faster. Anyway, this is a Boots and Cats side chaining that I made a long time ago, but it works really well. I always use it. There we go. Up hats. Let's see how the up hats and the 16th work together with the kick. Yeah, so they're already kind of wide, so that's kind of nice. This is then in the middle. Needs to chug along. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm gonna fade it in a bit though, because it has quite a hefty start. And let's give it a top end because there's like no top end anywhere. And let's put like reverb tends to really suck on this kind of stuff, but let's give it a shot behind. It'll work. Okay, heavy clap is over here. Bit too heavy, eh? Cool, and then we have this another clap. I'm gonna put that with these claps. Let me see if do they always play together? No. Okay, so let's group these two and clap. And now let's layer this in so that when this plays in, it's supposed to be extra shit's supposed to happen. They're both currently in the same like area mid-sidewise. So we're gonna just like make this one wider. I know it sounds like shit by itself, but together, one's now in the side more than the other. Wow. Next. Sorry. I'm thinking to myself and like I can see myself sitting here and then I'm like, wow, you really aren't very friendly. But cool, let's put a little bit of time-based decay stuff on it as well, because there's It's just not very, let's go with Echo Boy. It's just not very fun right now, you know what I mean? Like, not very bouncy, it needs to be a little bit bouncy. So let's go eighth note dotted time, feedback once is good enough, and then like that, and then let's go here. Ooh, should I do that? Yeah, let's do that. That probably will sound like shit, but whatever. That's really shit. Not really happy with that. I think I'll just go with the just a delay from Ableton itself. It has like an easy filter to use, so like that. Just a little bit of bounce there. Okay, cool. With the 16s playing. It's playing back in the club, so I'm pretty okay with that. We can still compress the shit out of it for fun. But let's also try to make this. Let's just see what's going on here, because the it almost sounds like there's a layer left and a layer right on this, and somehow some people are really into that lately. So one's panned, one's a little bit more toppy. Just making sure that it's like kind of in the middle, and then let's try an auto pan. And move it left, right. Oh, not auto filter, auto pan. Let's see. Might be really shit. I think that might be nicer. Nah, it's fine the way it is. Okay, it's a little bit excessive here with this. It's kind of ringing, so let's get rid of the cut there. Let me just go overall here. It's a bit dry. There's not much to play with, to be very honest. So maybe if you compress it. But for now, I'm just going to leave that until we get some bass in here. Now, I know that in the bass, this was just a sub oscillator. So we don't necessarily need, well, you never need to actually EQ a sub oscillator. It's just an oscillator, so it doesn't actually need to be EQ'd. But if you have sub XL, then you can have the original bass of what it actually was. But I think it's just a sine wave. And this should work with this. There we go. Well, that works, eh? Has a little jump in that little part, though. That's kind of annoying. I think I'm just going to go in here for a hello. Go in here for a second. Do 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 do. So if we just bring that back a tad, just because it starts there. Let me already start this as well. Yeah, that's part of this. Just a part of how it's played. Well, a little bit less bad. A little bit weird that it's like do, 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 and then do, do. Could also just kept it steady. But fuck it. It is UK music though, so we do have to make it more UK. That means a little bit of FM bass. That's good enough, right? We can actually use that later on in the track as well to adjust the course. It'll be subtle, but I'm just gonna write it down. Adjust course with arrangement if, well, then just write down option. There we go. Probably can go more. Sexy. Then we have a whole bunch of harmonics when there was a reverb overall on it. I completely understand that. Some weird shit was happening. Let's start with the M1 because that's the main thing. I'm just gonna delete things because I don't see any automation and whatever. So what is this doing? Not gonna work anymore. Meh. And then we have this was overall. That might actually be useful. So let's. Interesting. Let's EQ that. I think the reverb choice was a smart one. Although this is very mono. I think I'll also, this sounds a bit weird, but adjust the ADSR of it a little bit via. No, it's not doing anything. On the bass, you're not doing anything. All right, bye. So let's just get some. Basically, the chorus was put there to make it wider, right? So let's just take the micro shift. The only reason I'm using sound toys because I see sound toys here. You can use any other chorus. Get this tight. We need to somehow get some more top end into that as well. We can try an amplifier, for instance. Might sound like absolute shit, though. All right. Oh, shut up for a second. Okay, great. Let's just get this. Why is it so quiet? Everything's so quiet. Okay, let's just add like 12 dB here for a second so I can play with this knob. Let's add a little bit of delay to that as well, just to fill the whole space up because it's not really full. Ping pong should be fine. Yeah, give it more top end because we don't have much top end in M1 organ. might just make a box of this instead, which basically means we're splitting it into two. You know, I haven't done YouTube videos in such a long time, or a mixing series, that I'm completely out of touch with how fast I can go. I'm just fucking going. So, sorry if this is too fast. You can always go to Patreon, and there I explain things slower if you need that. And one organ. Hold on. Not boring M1. There we go. Great. Then we have a piano with, I don't even know what flash is. Neutron, don't care. Let me just delete all this stuff. Belfast, whatever. Okay, this is here. And then we have this on here as well. I'm just gonna turn that off for a second. But we have the vocals here too. Where the fuck did the vocals? Why is everything so quiet? I kind of wanted the last breath of it as well. Okay, now that we have a little bit of like things playing back. That's very bare bones, everything. So this is going to be a fun mix of actually trying to get this to not be so bare bones. A lot of mixing. Ooh. All right. And then we also have a, hold on, a piano coming in somewhere. Great. Where did the claps go? Did I just delete the clap? Oh, here they are. Okay. Do 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 do. Doop. Yeah, it's a little bit of fucking around, but you know, you'll get there eventually. I think right now we have a very boomy version. Okay, and without this. Let's put a little bit of sidechain on this. I'm okay with the piano group. It just sounds a bit awkward. Like it sounds messy somehow. I'm not really sure what that is. Go away! Stupid bass mono. There's no bass in it! Why would it... Blah, blah. Sorry, it annoys me. But it's a cool sound. It works. Do we make the box for everything? So I have a box here, right? Let's try that on everything for a second. Nah, it's too much. Piss no stab. Okay, I'm pretty okay with that. Let's like now actually do some compression as well. I think just a compressor that absolutely slaps will be fine. What's that called? SBL? SBC? Lindell. It's just like slap the living bananas out of it. Nuke it. Bang. Now it does way too much. Knee hard. What do you think? Forward, fast forward style. This might already be fucking fast. Whoop, man. I mean, holy shit. Well, that fucking slaps, doesn't it? Let's just take a utility and turn that the fuck down. Bit much. Where's the button? Here. It's not that much, though. I mean, I've done worse in the past. You have? Oh my god, what's wrong with you? The thing is, like, it needs to have that super over-the-top type of sound as well. Of just... I'm just thinking, did I go a little bit over the top? Yeah, it sounds almost like it's just way too much. Let's not do that. Let's try just a normal as easy peasy lemon squeezy compression, just to keep the low and under control a bit. The kick drum's a bit boomy. Kind of want to compress. Okay, I know there's quite a lot of reverb, but it's just to, hold on, now I'm being an idiot. Just got the compressor nice, and then I'm fucking it up again. Boop, go that way. It's probably too much reverb. It's gonna back off of that. It's like when you can hear the reverb very clearly, then it's just too much. All right, cool, whatever. Then we have vocals. Go away, go away, go away. I might need that. Okay. Then we have chops, and we have Mind You. I kind of want to go to the chorus, which is, I guess, here, or the drop, whatever you fancy. And then next time around, I'll go into that. I don't want to make these videos too long in one go. And I already want to do a little bit of fat free, and I already want to double check really fast if I'm kind of going the right direction. I really like this thing for these type of productions. It just does way too much, and that's kind of like a fast, you know. Well, that's kind of a lot of problems solved in one go. Yeah, once we get the vocals in, that's actually gonna work. I'm missing something though. This was pressed together somehow, so I need to just make this red for myself to make a note. Somehow smashed. Gotta figure that part out. I think it probably has to do with Neutron saying, "Hey, smash." So we'll give that a shot. But yeah, it's not too bad. It's all right. No worries. Cheers, guys.